Hello and welcome back to day 7 of our 90 days data analytics challenge. I am super excited to have you back and I'm grateful that you have not given up yet. Remember, 2025 is that year we chase our goals, we don't give up, we show up every day and stay consistent. Today we'll be talking about data cleaning. So basically, I've said something about data cleaning in our previous class, and you may be wondering, what is data cleaning? How do I do it? Why should we clean our data? Why is it important? I know you might have this question. At the end of this video, you would have answers to all of these questions. I'm going to explain to you what data cleaning is, why it is important, and how to clean your data set. Let's get straight into the video. So first, what is data cleaning? Data cleaning is just the process of fixing or removing incorrect, incomplete or duplicate data. If you have a messy room, you want to arrange that room, right? So that is what it's just like when we have data sets. Sometimes the data set is not organized. Sometimes there are some duplicates, some missing values, and all of that in our data set. We want to make sure that everything is properly arranged. We want to remove duplicates. We want to make sure everything is properly formatted. I'll be showing you an example of this shortly in the practical aspect. Data cleaning also prepares raw data for analysis. We can only analyze our data after we have cleaned it. You cannot go ahead to analyze a data set you have not cleaned. It's going to lead you to a biased result. Now let's talk about why data cleaning is so important. You have to understand that clean data equals accurate results. When your data is clean, that means your result is accurate. But when you have a dirty data set, that means you are going to get a misleading result. For example, let's say the total amount made by a company in a particular month is $1,000 and the original amount is $1,000. But they asked you as the data analyst the total amount they made for that month, and you told them $10,000 just because they are duplicates in the data set that you did not clean before giving them the analysis. That would lead them to a misleading conclusion because they might want to draft out the following month's budget from the insights you gave them. Imagine them budgeting for $10,000 when they only have $1,000. That is misleading conclusion. So to avoid these things, that is why it is very, very necessary to clean your data before going ahead to analyze it. All right. Employers also value data analysts who can spot and clean bad data fast. So you know now that data cleaning is a top priority when working on a project. A real world example to back up my explanation on data cleaning is, let's assume you are a chef, you're trying to bake cake and you added salt instead of using a baking powder. You also used expired egg, and instead of using a cup of sugar, you used half cup of sugar. I don't even care whether you are the best chef in the world. The cake is going to come out pretty bad. That's just the way it is as a data analyst also. Whether you are the best data analyst in the world, if you don't clean your data set, you are going to give a wrong analysis. Your result is going to be biased, right? So you always keep that in mind and make sure you always clean your data before you proceed to analyze it. Now let's talk about some of the common issues data analysts make. One is missing values. Sometimes when you are working with data sets, you realize that some places have missing values. Let me show you an example of that. Looking at this data set, you can see that we have customer ID, we have the order month, the month they ordered something, and the sales, how much they ordered, right? You can see in this part, for this customer ID 1003 that ordered from us in July, there is no sales amount. We don't know how much they got. This could be because the person inputting the data forgot, or they got carried away, or something just happened. Anything could happen during data entry. And now we need to figure out why. We need to figure out the actual sales value this person got. Imagine that this my stakeholder is asking me for the overall sales that they made from this data set. I want to calculate the overall sales, but because I can't get the value for the sales for this particular person, then there's a problem. If I tell them that the total sales is just these four people, then I'm biased. Because how about the fifth person? How much did the person buy? Do you understand? So that's what we are talking about. So this is the a scenario of where we have missing value in the data set. We are still going deeply into this in our subsequent classes when we start working with Excel, but I just want you to have a detailed understanding of this concept. Another common data issues data analysts face is duplicate. Sometimes we have similar entry more than once. We might have the same exact entry appear more than once. It might appear five times and it's supposed to appear just one time. Imagine that. That's going to give us a biased result. Let me show you an example of that. So this is assumed to be a duplicate data set, and we can remove the duplicate by just highlighting our columns. Come to the data tab here and just, you don't need to know this yet. I'm still going to explain that later on. So you can just remove duplicates. Can you see it removed? Can you see one duplicate row found and removed? And then we'll say, okay. You can see now that it just left one of it and removed the second one because that is duplicate. It's very easy for us to see that we have duplicates because this example I'm giving is just with a very small data set. As a data analyst, you will not be working with data sets, very small data set like this in most cases. You might be working with 1,000, 1,000,000 rows of data, and that's why we need to understand some of these things and some of these software tools, right? So other things that we can explore is we can have typo and spelling errors, we can have inconsistent formats like having Jan instead of January, which is inconsistent formatting, right? We can also have incorrect data types. These are some of the common data issues we face as a data analyst. By day 11, we'll start talking about Excel. And when we start using Excel and all of these software tools, I'm going to show you how we are going to be cleaning data using each of the software tools. So this class is just to familiarize you with the terms. Now you understand what missing value, what duplicate is, inconsistent format. You might have January instead of January. You can have typos and spelling error. You can have incorrect data type. So these are some of the data issues you look out for whenever you are given a data set to analyze. So the tools we use for data cleaning, like I've said earlier, Excel, Power Query. We can use Power Query in Excel and we can use it in Power BI. SQL, we can use SQL to clean our data. We can use Python to clean our data. So these are the software tools we can use for data cleaning. And some of the example tags, I've showed you some now, is you remove duplicates, you convert all text to proper case. Sometimes you might have a text, the first row, everything is capital letter, the second row, everything is small letter, and then like that. So you have to make sure everything is consistent. If you are using capital letter all through, let's use it. If you are using small letter all through, let's use it. You understand what I'm saying? So we also have to fill in missing values, format dates accurately. So you have to keep this data cleaning task example in mind so that anytime you are given a data set to work with, you know where to start, you know what to look out for and how to clean the data set. So here are some of the pro tips for cleaning. You make sure that before you start cleaning your data at all, you back up your raw data before cleaning. This is very important because as a beginner, if you're trying to clean your data set, you might make a mistake that you will not be able to undo. So this is like very, very important. So you just save the file separately. Just copy the original file, save it in another folder. All right. It could be in the same folder. You can rename it, or better still, save it in another folder so there is no mix up. Then you can work with one of the files for the data cleaning. So in case you mess up the first file, you still have a backup file you can go back to. That's the essence of it. So you have to be consistent with your naming, casing, and formatting as well. You don't assume, you always validate your cleaning and make sure that it is accurate. So let's recap everything we've said. I just told you that data cleaning makes your analysis trustworthy. You want your stakeholders to trust you, right? Data cleaning is like the most time consuming task, but it is the most rewarding step. Because if you don't clean your data, then there's no point. What's the analysis for when it is biased? There's no point. So it is the most time consuming but most rewarding task. We are done with the explanation for today's class, and tomorrow we are going to discuss data ethics and how to handle data. You have to understand data ethics. It's very important to understand data ethics as a data analyst and how you handle data sets. I can't wait to see you tomorrow. And remember, if you want to join the paid community where you get to ask questions, you are confused about some of the things, you want to access some of these files that you can use to practice on your own, you can check the link in the description for that. Have a great day ahead. Make sure you practice everything we've discussed today, and bye for now.